in the top stories. Public Works Director provides update on Joshua Obadiah Williams Primary School reconstruction. Keon High School to be ready by 2024-2025 academic year, and Tucker Clark Primary School conducts earthquake drill. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline.
Hey, I'm Cat from Third World.
Nicholas Branker here.
I'm Freddie Jackson.
You already know what it is, Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branker Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Wass, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, Itebulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small Axe Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Capleton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me, mama. While I check it, brand new man and next. Find my mama.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Celebrating culture, embracing our history. It's Culturama 50, July 25th to August 6th. It's the Caribbean's greatest summer line. See you there.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, the Public Works Department is encouraging contractors to submit bids to construct a new and modern Joshua Obadiah Williams Primary School in Molyneux after the first round of public tender did not result in a successful bid. The school was destroyed by fire in March 2022. Plans for the upgraded school feature the inclusion of several infrastructural improvements that will vastly improve the learning environment and experience, expand the number of buildings, and cater to persons with disabilities. These include introducing an auditorium and staff room to the campus, redesigning the conference room and bathroom facilities, and installing a lift and wheelchair ramps and more. The contract to reconstruct the school was tendered publicly earlier, with 4 companies collecting the documents. 2 companies submitted bids to undertake the massive project. However, during his appearance on the radio and television program In Focus on Wednesday, Director of the Public Works Department, PWD, George Gilbert, noted that the 2 bids were unresponsive. This means that several requirements in the tender documents were not met, and follow-up questions by Public Works Department officials to the contractors went unanswered.
For example, we asked question about a performance bond. What is a performance bond? A performance bond is a certificate from a reputable insurance company or a bank which is given to the client, which would be the government, stating that 20% of the contract sum they agree to pay back the government if the contractor cannot perform the work. Now, when you ask the question, if you are given this job, show us that you will be able to provide us with a performance bond. When you provide nothing, it means that we are not guaranteed that you have the backing of an institution. So in the event that you fail, the government don't left open.
Mr. Gilbert added that the contractors were not able to get letters of credit from some supply companies, and other standard factors rendered their bids unresponsive. As such, the Public Works Department decided to break up the Joshua Obadiah Williams Primary School project into 3 sections. Mr. Gilbert noted that previous bidding companies can submit new bids for a section.
You now can bid on a 1 block, or you can bid on 2, you can bid on the 3 blocks, so then it means that your risks will be smaller, your performance bond will be smaller, your insurance will be smaller, you know what I mean? So then you realize you now might be able to manage that aspect, as opposed to manage such a big school.
This, he said, will also create additional opportunities for employment. And in other news, the Ministry of Education is addressing health concerns at Keon High School, or CHS, with a thorough overhaul, including sanitization and refurbishing, set to be completed by the 2024-2025 academic year. In an interview with the Education Media Unit, Melva Walters, Director of the Project and Building Management Unit within the Ministry of Education, explained that the issue began earlier in the school term when a mold problem was discovered.
Back early up in the school term, we would have had an issue that would have developed, which caused us to do some investigation. We would have discovered that there were possible mold issue, and so we moved quickly to get in the experts from the Bureau of Standards to come in and do some testing. Those testing the samples were taken, they would have sent off the samples to get the results. The results came back, and we had some areas within the institution that had some high levels in mold, and so we promptly had the institution closed down so that we could do further investigation, to get exactly what was happening, where it's happening from, what we need to do.
Walters also detailed the ongoing work at CHS.
When we would have done our site visits, we recognize that in some instances doors need to be repaired or replaced, windows need to be repaired or replaced. In some instances, there were roof leaks that had to be repaired. We see some areas, like, for example, we need to look at the drainage as a possible area to get fixed. Presently, In this first phase, we are trying to get these immediate issues rectified. So, for example, we would have already fixed some of the leaking roof areas. That was done already. Presently, as we stand here, we are doing some work on the railings to improve the safety and security for the children. We already came in with some, different service providers to look into repairing the windows, look into repairing the doors. We would have gotten, professional cleaning companies to come in.
The ministry stated that it is committed to ensuring the school's readiness for the upcoming academic year, ensuring a safe and healthy environment for staff and students. Meanwhile, as part of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency's or CDEMA recently concluded school safety course, students and staff of the Tucker Clark Primary School participated in an earthquake drill on the school's compound on Friday. In an interview with ZIZ News, CDEMA's Senior Program Officer, Mr. Bernays Kodra, explained what the drill entailed.
Our participants will be evaluated, putting into practice what they have learned from Monday till Thursday. So this morning you will see the Tucker Clark Primary School responding to an earthquake, and they will be doing this with our participants, showing them the way to the assembly point and also ensuring that no child is left behind.
To add to the realism of the drill, Mr. Kodra also mentioned that the St. Kitts Nevis Fire Services, along with the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, responded. And after the break, St. Kitts Nevis Innovator proposes bold framework at Caribbean Development Bank Forum, and SKN Chamber of Industry and Commerce hosts quarterly luncheon. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline. Hey, I'm Cat from Third World. Nicholas Branca here.
I'm Freddie Jackson.
You already know what it is. Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branca Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Ross, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, Itabulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small X Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running tongue again.
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Capleton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me, mama. While I check it out. Brand new man and that's fine, mama.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Celebrating culture, embracing our history. It's Culturama 50, July 25th to August 6th. It's the Caribbean's greatest summer line. See you there.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Thank you for staying with us. St. Kitts Nevis producer and researcher Cleon John presented a transformative framework to address climate and economic challenges at the Youth for Innovation and Resilience Forum during the 54th annual meeting of the Caribbean Development Bank in Ottawa on Wednesday. In his keynote speech, Innovating Resilience, a radical reimagining of Caribbean futures, John called for transformative approaches in technology, spatial planning, new media, and Caribbean identity. He emphasized the need to shift from a reactive to a proactive stance on resilience, suggesting that optimizing transportation systems and rethinking tourism could significantly enhance productivity and economic resilience in the region. He highlighted his research project, New Bohio, a digital retrospective on indigenous Caribbean history, culture, and mythology, proposing a visionary approach to improve transportation systems within and between islands. Addressing the Caribbean's relationship with tourism, John suggested reviewing existing infrastructure to boost local mobility, productivity, and socioeconomic empowerment. He pointed out inefficiencies in current interregional transit and proposed policy adjustments to optimize cruise liner routes for regional transit. He also suggested repurposing local infrastructure, such as the functional train line in St. Kitts, to enhance local productivity and mobility. A central theme of John's presentation was reimagining Caribbean indigeneity. He concluded with a compelling call to action, urging the Caribbean to embrace radical innovation in technology, spatial planning, new media, and identity to lead the region toward a future of unprecedented potential. And finally, on the local scene, members of the St. Kitts Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce gathered at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort recently for their quarterly luncheon, where featured speaker Larry Vaughan, St. Kitts and Nevis ambassador to CARICOM, spoke on the topic of CARICOM free movement. Andre Huey has more.
The challenges, concerns, and benefits of the St. Kitts and Nevis participating in the CARICOM free movement were the highlights of a presentation by St. Kitts and Nevis CARICOM ambassador, Mr. Larry Vaughan, who was the featured speaker at the Chamber's quarterly luncheon held on June 5th at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Mr. Vaughan, who is also head of the Regional Integration Diaspora Unit, RIDU, chronicled the work of CARICOM in this area, its thrust towards free movement of persons among CARICOM member states, and the progress and challenges. He disclosed through consultations with several stakeholder groups in the Federation since April of this year that it became clear to policymakers that St. Kitts and Nevis is not ready at this time to participate fully in the free movement regime.
But there are also benefits of free movement. So on the reverse side of the challenges, I am happy to note that the consultations have also yielded interventions that speak to a litany of benefits that are to be found in CARICOM free movement. One needs, however, to present a caveat. that the benefits have been identified demand that there is a shift in thinking as well as a drive to strategic action across the spectrum here in St. Kitts and Nevis. The shared understanding is that the benefits to be derived from CARICOM freedom of movement can and will only be achieved as a clear result of careful analysis that helps to mitigate the risks and the threats of free movement and the application of the audacious pioneering zeal of Kittitians and divisions to rise above the circumstances.
Meanwhile, a high point of the Chamber luncheon was the announcement of the appointment of Ms. Sanya Elaine, the Chamber's new Executive Director. Chamber President Trevor Blake, during his address, made the announcement disclosing that Ms. Elaine assumed the position of Executive Director on June 3, 2024, and comes with a wealth of experience. Ms. Elaine has extensive experience advising legal and trade professionals in various regional and international entities, including CARIFORUM, the World Trade Organization, and the ZIZ EU Economic Partnership Agreement project.
With this impressive background, her qualifications, training, and experience, we are fortunate to have Ms. Aline to join us at the Chamber, bringing this array of skills. We look forward to her leadership of our Secretariat and to the pivotal role she will play in enhancing the Chamber's membership engagement, policy advice, and advocacy activities.
Ms. Elaine, while delivering the vote of thanks at the luncheon, thanked the Chamber for her appointment and affording her the opportunity to serve its members.
Coming up, UN delivers aid to Haiti to caution against ongoing violence and hurricanes. Stay tuned.
Attention, savvy shoppers. It's that time of year again to upgrade your home and feed your family with Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. For over 25 years, we've been making dreams